Hey, hello, how are you today? I am Burke and you're watching Road Odyssey. Do you like going fast in your car? Do you like street racing? Like many of us, you might. It is exciting and, well, dangerous. This video is about street racing, the top 10 street racing states of 2022 as calculated and published by Insurify. The link to Insurify's article can be found in the description below. And as always on YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. It helps a lot. Do you love street racing? Many people do. Myself, no, not interested. If you like street racing videos or you're curious as to what it is like, you can go to the YouTube channel 1320 Video. That is one example. Here are several clips from 1320 Video. In street racing, you might see any type of car. Seriously, old, new, ice, electric. I have seen that they will even trailer a car. Really? Often, these people meet virtually anywhere, such as this 7-Eleven. They are just hanging out, having their night coffee, and not one police officer around for what I can see, which is probably to be expected. I know that I would be rather paranoid myself meeting like this, wondering if I might actually be monitored by the police. Yet, they do it so often, I guess, the police just can't be bothered, or the police just can't be everywhere. And it is probably maybe good business for some of these convenience stores. In my opinion, these people that do the street racing, well, their moral compass is certainly pointing in a different direction from me. Cussing and bickering with tow truck companies is a great example of their morals just not being right to me. Tow companies are often called by the police or the store management. If the race car owner is doing something wrong, well, tough. Suck it up, street racers, and move on. There's no reason to bicker and fight. That's just childish immaturity. I thought I would add this to the mix. This is dangerous. Here you'll see they are racing in light traffic. Enough cars on the road to not be racing, unless all of these cars are other racers. And just within the same couple of videos, another dangerous example. In these few clips, the brakes go out, eventually causing a fire. The driver thought he could slow down in time to easily put the fire out. Having driven so fast and with failed brakes, the car took way too long to eventually stop so they could get out of the car. By that time, the car was well on its way to being engulfed by fire. Only a couple of fire extinguishers were available, meaning that people were not prepared for this contingency. So obviously the fire won the battle. No word on the end results as to if the driver was giving a violation of any type by the police. That's a few perspectives of the reality of street racing. It is honestly very risky. I would advise if you do this, please think and be prepared. And what has been said over and over and over is during this recent past pandemic streak, street racing just really increased significantly. Insurify, a car insurance comparison company, studied 4.6 million car insurance applications and found that the national average for street racing was 3.48 applicants out of every 100,000 had a street racing violation. This actually comes to a very small number of violators in reality. But when you look at this on a state-by-state basis, just one state alone, then some of these numbers increase dramatically. Here I throw in one other point that was discussed in these articles from Insurify, was that they had discovered through their analysis that most of the violations were given in less or very small populated cities out in the more rural areas, as exemplified by this one 1320 video where they are really in the boonies of Texas. I looked for where they were racing in this one clip and found that it is a tiny, tiny city in nowhere. And oddly enough, the city just north of this is named Burke. I thought that was kind of interesting in my own personal way. From the Insurify article, they have this graph illustrating the 10 states with the most street racers for 2022. And on the very far right-hand side is illustrated that 3.48 national average. When you look at this graph, the first thing I asked was, well, where is Texas? I really thought Texas was going to be significantly worse. And then also thought, gosh, where is California? You know, we hear so much about these other states that or at least I do. That's where I focus. So just surprised not to see Texas and California on that graph. I redid the graph, took their numbers, and so here they are again. You go from Kansas all the way down to Wyoming, and they did this on a per 100,000 applicants basis. So when you start with Kansas, you had 11.25 single applicants per 100,000. And you can just kind of go down this list. And to me, this is so amazing. North Dakota, 43 applicants out of 100,000. That's pretty significant. And Wyoming's even worse. And on the far right column, that is how many times worse these states are compared to that 3.48 national average. So any state that's not on here, you could probably say that you're somewhere around that 3-4 applicants out of 100,000 are in your state. So, but anyway, number 10, Kansas, it is more than 3 times more likely to have people getting violations from the police for street racing. And then going down to Wyoming, you might be 13 times more likely compared to the national average to getting a street racing violation. So that's what this is all about. I thought this was really cool and wanted to share it with you. I really do appreciate you watching this video. Thank you so much. If you enjoy this sort of content, please hit that like and definitely press that subscribe button. I thank you so very much. You have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye.